assembling the field for the flag where the stars will reside. I have 5 pieces of walnut that are 3/4 of an inch thick and 1 5/8 wide, and we're going to edge glue them as you see them setting here. So the first thing we need to do is put some glue on these things. I take them up kind of gently for the very fact I don't want them to squirt around on me a lot. So by taking them up gently, they kind of pull up pretty even. That's all there is to gluing this first glue up for the field of the flag. We'll come back when we're ready to do the stripes. Okay, we're ready to do the glue up for the stripes. Our red stripes are going to be cherry, and that's what I have here right now. I've already laid it out to get my green pattern in an alternating pattern between the pieces for the end grain, and I've already marked it, and now I'm ready to do the glue up. So let's go. Again, these are 3/4 by 1 5/8. Now we can sit there and set our clamps up. And let's try to at least keep one edge straight. So I'll just gently clamp it up just to start to get it where you want it to be. Now remember, we got 11 of these in here to make it long enough so when we go to cut our end grain stripes out, we have enough material. Okay, let's let it set up and dry, and then we'll pull the clamps and go on to the next step. Okay, this is the glue up for another set of stripes. This is for the white stripes, and this is out of maple. Again, it's just like what we did with the cherry. We're going to glue these up as you see them right here. They're 1 5/8 by 3/4 and approximately 24 inches long. I've made alternating end grain as we have done in all the other ones. So we are now ready to glue this up. So let's set them on their edge so that we can put glue on them. Okay, let's put some clamps on it. Just like we did before. Put our clamp on it and kind of gently do the first one, because we don't want it sliding all over the place. tighten them up evenly so you got nice glue squeeze out in all your joints. That looks pretty good right there. So we'll set it aside and let it dry. Okay, now since we've got our slab all ready now, we sanded it on both sides to get everything nice and even. Now we're going to cut our strips for our edge grained flag. This happens to be the cherry piece. We also have a maple piece and a walnut piece that we all have to do the same thing to. Now I usually make this about 1 3/8 thick. It gives you enough material to do a good job sanding the end grain, etc. So the first thing that we're going to do is square this edge up, and then we will cut our pieces in 1 3/8 pieces. We need 7 cherry, we need 7 maple, and then we will need 7 walnut. So I'm going to get down and do some cutting here. So come along for the ride. Now that we have all of our parts cut, we'll set up to do the second glue up. See you in a bit. Okay, it's time to do the field now. Glue up is just like it was with the stripes. Put some glue on it and we'll clamp it up. Again, I do alternate where the seam is so I don't have a straight line that would crack easily. Again, roll it out. Okay, we'll let those dry. And then we'll come back and we'll do our final glue up. Okay, while you were away, we sanded and made these 2 edges even. So we're now ready to assemble it as you see it setting here. We measured over from here over to here 7 3/4 inches because that's the length of our field for the stars are going to be, and just cut this down so we didn't have so much hanging out. So now we're ready to glue all these parts together. So we're going to glue this piece and then glue these 2 halves together. As usual, we're going to use Titebond 3. As I've said before, don't be stingy. Make sure you got enough glue so you don't have dry joints. Now on this end grain, I think I'll do both pieces. Okay, got our glue on our pieces. All we need to do now is line stuff up. And then we'll clamp it together. Those together, and then we'll get some other clamps on here. And all we're doing is just clamping it up. Come back and start on the router part of it, the CNC of the stars and our logo in. So see you back in a bit to do that.